Hey guys, Dazzler Magic here, and oh boy, I'm just gonna have to cram in a bunch of small to medium-sized stories coming out of MagicCon Vegas, where they just decide, well, we're already here, might as well release way too much news for anyone to process, and if you release news on a Friday, that's where it goes to die. Everybody knows that, so somebody please, for the love of God, offer to be a marketing department for them. But in the meantime, I'll do my best. You guys know I'm always so respectful of their company, their products, after they completely and utterly ruined the game for the last 5 years. So first up, as of the release of Foundations, which is basically Core Set 2029, they are bringing back MSRPs. Because everybody wanted to know what the damn products cost, which they were trying to hide it so that they could, allow the stores to overcharge is pretty much what it was. Like, if your rent was really expensive, you're in New York City, for some reason you want to run a gaming store, you gotta charge more for your products or you can't pay for the real estate. And so I assume that's why they did it. That, and so that they could, have products that were more popular be worth more, I guess. I don't know. That always was true online anyway. I don't know. They don't really give a reason, but get this. Play boosters are now $5.25. Hello. Thanks, politicians that they constantly support. Collector's boosters are now $24.99 a piece for a glorified core set full of useless garbage. Starter collection is $59.99. Nobody even knows what that is. I think that's a product that used to be free. Jumpstart boosters, $5.49. Why would those cost more than play? I don't know. Bundles are now $49.99 and still called fat packs. Shut up, Watsy, they're not bundles. And the beginner box is $29.99. What's the difference between that and starter collection? No idea. I believe both of them route you to Arena, so stores tend to take them and burn them. Hey, this thing you just bought in our store, go play online instead. Ha ha ha, screw you. Innistrad Remastered is going up to $6.99 for play boosters and $29.99 for collector's boosters. That is ridiculous. Aether Drift, which I guess is probably that thing about racing. I don't know. I didn't look at any of this yet. I was working all weekend. I just got home and I'm actually pissed that I have to be making a video now, but I'm already 2 days late. So thanks, Watsy. Some people work weekends, you assholes. Anyway, play boosters, $5.49. Collectors, $24.99. Commander deck, $44.99. That's actually cheap. Bundle, also known as Fat Pack, $53.99. It better come with 3 hot dogs on the inside for that price. Specialty bundle, $79.99. Oh, that's right. They're doing a special bundle. Oh, yeah. And in related news, Aether Drift, February 14th, 2025. Isn't that romantic? It's the racing set. Yep. I'm going to do a set breakdown video, so don't worry about that, but I just want to tell you that it's a thing. Oh, they do give a reason at the end. They put it at the end, so this is going to be good. Over the years, we've continued to hear feedback from both retailers and fans that they felt like they lacked an anchor point for their pricing decisions. It's called Amazon, and you're trying to put them out of business while also keep them open, while also pushing competitive play. You really don't know what you want. While stores have always been able to set their own pricing and continue to do so, now see, that was the problem. The proliferation of online marketplaces mean that the market price was anchored arbitrarily in many people's minds by whoever listed the prices first. That's actually a really good point, because way back in the day, Sports and More on eBay would move 6, 7, 8,000 boxes. I wish I was kidding. Booster boxes. And they would put every single set below MSRP. And then people would see that and be like, why am I shopping here? And stores are like, yeah, we pay taxes. We have real estate. We pay rent. How the hell are we supposed to compete with that? So now when a product crashes, you'll have an anchor point to try to justify charging too much for it. Wow. So that's why they're really doing it. Doesn't really matter where you anchor your crap. Standard is screwed. I love how they say that thing that you saw, the whoever lists it first. Yeah, as if crashing off a cliff in the first week wasn't accurate either. But anyway, that didn't reflect the value of the products. They just referenced prices in the secondary market, sort of. That is a mistake. You're not supposed to do that. But I guess, when they fired 30% of the company, I guess some of the lawyers were included in that. Then they outlined that in MSRP, manufacturer's suggested retail price, the S stands for suggested, and retailers could charge whatever they want. Yeah, They stopped just short of telling people not to bitch about it, but if something's hot, sell it for hot. If somebody wants to grumble about it, who cares? You don't need somebody that ignorant in your store. Correct them one time and tell them the truth. If they still don't want to hear it, they're probably just a whiny idiot, some addict who doesn't have the money, and tell them to take a hike. Get them out of there. You don't need toxic people in your play group. Next up, they're announcing that they're making all sets legal In all formats. That is what the headline says. Now you might think, then why would there be formats? Then there's just Eternal. What are you talking about, Aaron Forsyth, who clearly posted this while drunk or something, because that makes zero sense. Maybe it's just clickbait. I don't know. The guy's insane. The guy's been completely deranged, in my opinion, since he signed off on Collected Company. So they got the 2025 release calendar, which I'll cover another thing. We're just doing the, the news for now. There's 3 Universes Beyond sets to go along with 3 in-world Magic sets. That's right, we're going 50-50 now. You got Aether Drift that's in-universe, Tarkir Dragonstorm that's in-universe. We've got Final Fantasy, which is obviously Universes Beyond. Edge of Eternities, which is in-universe. Spider-Man Marvel, which is outside. And a yet-to-be-announced Universes Beyond. Oh, and Edge of Eternities is formerly known as Space Opera. So the real change is all this crap is legal in Modern. That's all they're changing. Not every product is legal in every format. That's ridiculous. That's literally not true. So starting in 2025, new Universes Beyond booster sets will be legal in all constructed formats. That includes standards. Now we get to play with this crap. Awesome. Great. I legitimately don't even remember if the Lord of the Rings set was legal in standard. I don't think it was. So I guess you could call that a change. Why bring Universes Beyond to all formats? 1, newer players that come into Magic through UB can be properly pathed into smaller formats where their decks have a chance to be competitive. I got news for you there, Aaron Out of Touch Forsyth. That ain't freaking true. Veteran players should appreciate a reduction in straight to modern sets that have created more churn in that format than typical sets do. Let me translate that. We're done printing Modern Horizons because the first 3 were 3 giant steel-toed kicks in the nuts to Modern, and you're sick of it. So now we're going to do the same damn thing, but we're going to slap the freaking Universes Beyond crap on it, and then it's just the same bullshit. It's Final Fantasy Horizons, everybody, but we're going to pretend like we're done doing Modern Horizons. Well, nobody plays Modern anymore. You killed it from those 3 sets, so it doesn't really matter what the hell you do. So change whatever rules you want, dumbass. And then our design team, that's the 3rd one. They get to do what they're best at. What might that be, Aaron? Would that be screwing up different formats? Is that what they're really good at? We have decades of reps making sets built for this default use case. I have no idea what that sentence meant, and I'm convinced neither does Aaron. If you thought I hated Mark Rosewater, times 10 on Aaron Forsyth. He is the number 1 person who shouldn't work there. Currently. There were 2 others that already left. The pedophile and the I'm reporting you to HR because of microaggressions against trans people person. Both of them left. Although I haven't kept up. I might have to be more specific when I say that one pedophile. Anyway, we want another avenue to sell you crap. So we don't know what format's going to be dead by the time we release this crap. So we're just releasing for everything. There you go. And pretending like we're not doing Modern Horizons. Standard rotation changes in 2027. Let's go. 2025 standard rotation will happen at the expected time as mentioned. We've recently stated that we'll be moving the time of the annual standard rotation to coincide with the first set of the calendar year starting in 2027. So we get 2 additional sets, or are we losing 2? There will be no rotation in 2026, so we're going 3.5 years instead of 3 because that was such a positive move. Holy shit, you're all idiots. Standard will continue to encompass 3 years worth of sets with his new model. Clearly you do not know how to do math if that is true, unless you're going to rotate out 6 sets at once. I don't know, like this, he's giving like a summary of something like, oh, weren't you at Magic Fest? No, 99.9% of people in the community were not at Magic Fest. You morons. Didn't you watch the 1-hour live stream of the... No, nobody did. Look at the numbers. Literally nobody did. It was like 50% bots and 50% people who fell asleep with it on. Literally no human being, in my opinion, watched that bullshit. It's like they don't even know the rest of the community exists. And that has been a theme for the last 10 years of me playing this stupid game. They're saying it lines up better with calendars and blah, 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 whatever. It's crap. Oh, they are actually rotating Bloomburrow and Duskmorn slightly early. So they are rotating out, I think, six sets at a time. So, okay. Could have put that first before you literally made a mathematical statement that was false and then backtracked. But that's not how Aaron does things. That's not how his brain works. Linear time and causality mean nothing to somebody that stupid. He can't even grasp the concept. By the way, I want to remind everybody, Foundations doesn't rotate out until 2029 in its entirety. Well, this next story is nowhere on Magic site, and a certain site that was carrying the news story is completely offline right now. You guys might want to look into that. So I'm doing this from memory. Hopefully I don't screw it up. They're changing, I guess in all formats, how damage is assigned to blockers. So fundamental rules change to how the game works and has been working for the last 31 years. I'm sure this won't piss people off. So instead of having to do lethal before moving on to the next one, you don't have to do that. I'm going to find a second source on this because, look, I used to train to be a judge. I'm not giving you half the information. This is already pissing me off. So with Trample, you would still have to assign lethal before getting past to their life total, obviously. You can't say, oh, I'll just do 1 or 0 to them and the rest passes through you, because that would be stupid, but that's counterintuitive with how they're doing it, because you could just arbitrarily say, I'm going to do 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Except that it does have to add up to the total amount. You do have to use all of your damage. So what's the difference here? Well, if they had a row of 3 3s, and you swing with an 8 damage creature, and they quad block you, you could say, do 2, 2, 2, 2. And then after combat, you could cast a spell that does 1 damage to each creature, wipe them all out, which you would not have been able to do with the old rules. Not many situations that I can think of would really benefit from this, but I guess if there's a creature where it's like every time this creature receives damage, something bad happens, then you could assign, I think, 0 to it as long as you use up 100% on the rest. But I think you can't go over the amount of toughness they have that would be lethal either. And if you have Death Trample, aka Death Touch plus Trample, you can still do 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 and then carry the rest over. So when does this take effect? Nobody knows. They didn't say. There's no official statement on this. I'm going off of some random website who is claiming it's true. Welcome to Wizards of the Coast and their wonderful communication with the community. Is it the same for paper and arena? No idea. Does it affect all formats? No idea. We have no details. In what could vaguely be called news, Mark Rosewater covered the top 20 worst mechanics of all time in his opinion, and every single one of them is wrong. Stickers is number 20. Companion is only 18. Epic is number 8 for some reason. Day-Night is 6. And some are just generic names, like unmemorable ones. Oh, shut up. At least Miracle made the list because Ennard is winning with pure luck or deck stacking, which I'm sure is not what he said. What an out-of-touch moron. Storm wasn't even on it, and it's called the Storm Scale. Where's Cascade, you asshole? Where's that at? Threshold. He even admits Threshold is one of the worst things he ever designed. Where's that on the list? He's actually just lying at this point. He's contradicting himself. Oh, I forgot to mention Mark Rosewater actually confirmed that the reason that Universes Beyond is now going to be standard legal is because players who came into the game because they bought, a cool looking thing that was a crossover from something they like and wanted to learn Magic were thrown into Modern, which nobody freaking plays. So it was all about money. Who would have thought? And he accidentally confirmed that. We've also got Wizards is opening up for art submissions from freelance artists for the first time in 10 years. Let me translate that. They can't even find artists worldwide that want to work with them. Or they decided that 3 years after the controversy, they really should start actually, hiring black artists. So don't even put your art, just put a picture of yourself because that's what they're looking for. Lately, I've been having fun telling political pollsters and other such idiot lefties that like to put people in boxes so that they can treat them accordingly that I'm not German, I'm Alemani, which is pretty much just German but sounds cooler. So I bet I could get in, draw on a stick figure and say, yeah, but I'm Alemani though. And they'd be like, that's so exotic, I haven't even heard of it. That's totally not just North German. For all I know, those people went extinct. I don't know. I heard it one time and I thought it was funny, so now I keep telling people it. Try and stop me. There was a Jumpstart leak. I'll cover that in another video. Just wanted to tell you that it happened, so good job, Watsy. Also, somebody posted that they found a lost binder at MagicCon Las Vegas. So, obviously, if you were there and you lost a binder, now you're an idiot for 2 different reasons, and f*** you. It was also announced that the Tarkir Dragonstorm set will have cultural consultants. Sweet baby ink detected. If it wasn't literally them, it was figuratively them. I don't care. There's 100 of them out there. The last time they did this was for the Western set. It turned out to be out-of-touch racist crap, and they allegedly did not pay the person. That's word on the street that their cultural consultant, who was a Native American, they refused to pay them for the work they did in telling them if their stupid racist art was racist. Holy shit, hiring one in the first place? What the hell? Not even paying them? Ripping off a Native American by going back on a deal and scamming them? Do you not see how that might be offensive, Watsy? Holy shit. And finally, I don't know if you're ready for this last story. I know. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. SpongeBob Secret Lair. Best thing they're going to do all year by far. Fantasy, whatever the it's called. Can lick my nuts. SpongeBob has the greatest lore, the greatest meme potential, and I already saw a leak that I'm pretty damn sure is fake, but it's a convincing fake of, I'm a head out. Now, I'm still not going to buy it, because Watsy will get 1 penny of my money these days after what they've done lately when Hell Freeze is over, but I'm glad it exists. It's about damn time they do something like that. In fact, it should have been standard legal. It should have been a whole Universes Beyond. And people on Reddit are not very happy about Universes Beyond. Somebody put this perfectly. Imagine sitting down for a game of Warhammer 40k and somebody plops a Squidward miniature down. That's where we are with Magic. Now, I believe the SpongeBob set is not standard legal, but I can see what they mean. It's like, oh, I'm going to play this Planeswalker, this character from this thing in the lore from 25 years ago, and I read the book, and then you've got this, oh my gosh, we're going to see this crazy matchup between Atraxa versus, I don't know, the Eldrazi. And then somebody's like, and I've got Carl from The Walking Dead. Woo! Do you still have a copy of that book you read about the lore? Because I want to wipe my ass with it. I summoned My Little Ponies. Why not? And Transformers. Transformers versus the Eldrazi. If that was a movie, I'd watch it. That was a bad example. But Carl needs to stay the hell out of the game, all right? Now, if I was a Planeswalker, the first place I would go is the SpongeBob universe. And they couldn't even make that standard legal. It is, of course, Commander legal, though. Great. So everybody agrees, even outside economic analysts, that they're trying to burn down the company in the short term to make it look okay so that they can drag along their career a little bit. A lot of them will retire and then just like, it's kind of like instead of slowly decline and then deal with that and listen to Hasbro up your ass the whole time, they're going to just short-term gain, burn it down. Wallet fatigue, piss people off, release stuff, Universes Beyond and Standard. They are doing everything they can to get every little 5-10% extra out of every single set. Standard, you could win on turn 2 now. They've power amped it complexity-wise straight to hell. It all is a sign of what you do when the economy's bad and you know that your company can't last 10 years. You say, well, then we'll make it a really good even or upward ticking 5 years, and then straight off a cliff when people just finally have enough. And that's what we're headed to. So this will not be a slow decline. This will be an abrupt decline. And based on their Q3 numbers, after Christmas is going to be that abrupt decline just purely from the stockholders. Not to imply that they have many of them left, which is kind of the point. Well, tune in tomorrow for 10 trillion different spoilers. Thank God I have 2 other major channels that are both very successful. In fact, now, I believe if you don't count videos I deleted or that got deleted because of rules violations, it turns out if you accidentally almost blow up your parents' house with an 18-pound device, YouTube retroactively gives you a strike. Who'd have thought? But yeah, that was my first viral video from like 2009. But if you don't count that, my most viewed video is actually on my other channel now. It just crossed over 250,000, I think. So, yeah. But I ain't going anywhere, baby. I'm going to be the last one playing the violin on this Titanic. We're going down, bitches. Even after Magic dies, I'll still be here. You know why? Because you guys are freaking awesome. Only reason I'm still around, because it sure as shit ain't the amount of money I'm making on this channel. It is because I want you guys to know about stuff when you're fed up with Watsy and their crap. And so you want to hear a condensed, accurate, no-nonsense account of what is going on in the game and in the Magic world. And if that's still the case, I salute you. Otherwise, you hate watching weirdo stalkers. Not you. You guys suck. And if you piss me off enough, the same thing's going to happen to the last people that tried that shit the last 10 years, man. Nothing good. Some of them are in jail. Don't with me. So thanks for watching, everybody. And I'll see you guys next time.